Okay, how's this? Is this working? Oh, shit. Damn it, got my headphones all tangled up. Does that kill me? You get barrier and rally. You've only killed 2 enemies. That's fine. I'm at like... I have nothing else you can challenge, so... I just go to 2. Okay, I go to 2. Okay, I'm gonna take my things out for a second because it's all tangled. Okay, and I want everything of mine to die. Oh, okay, yay! Thank you for pointing that out. I had no idea it wasn't working. I appreciate that. Let's see, just gonna delete the old audio. Oh shit, where'd it go? I'll deal with the old audio input thing later. Remove. Are you sure? Okay. Yay, functionality. And this means everything is dead. Yeah, block. And then Exodia happens and I win. Okay. Actually, I guess they could still win because of this thing, but they would need to protect her somehow. So we're just gonna pass. Oh yeah, appreciate it. I was just saying, how's it going? And thanks for tuning in. I'm playing this deck where we just make Exodia, which is pretty fun. And Exodia is free if I've summoned 4 huge monsters this game, which I just have done. So now Exodia is free. Activate Exodia, and hope they let me attack. Okay. Oh, she only gets the buff. They only pumped her on their turn? Wild. Okay, so she needs a lot to win the game here. Does that do it? It might do it. Yep, they did it. Ooh. That was a close one. Because when Fiora kills 4 enemies, they just win the game. I think I could have played that one a little differently to avoid that. I definitely got too aggressive early with Lysandra and ran her into a combat trick when I didn't need to, which would have let me summon Exodia much sooner. Need more decaf. Decaf, activate. Decaftivate. Oh. They made a manatee cosmetic thing, which I had to get because manatees. Okay. Playing against an aggressive deck, this should be a little simpler. All I want is removal. I kind of need Entreat. It's very dirtily, which I don't have a ton of time to dirtle around against their deck, which is why I'm thinking of mulliganing it. But I do need to find the champions at some point, so we'll keep it. The manatee's name is Earth. Okay. That's a pretty good creature. They just buffed it recently. It had 1 toughness, now it has 2 toughness like it did in the beginning. I don't mind seeing them play that before the attack, since now I get to... Yeah. I'll drain 1 from you, and I'm just setting up Decaptivated, exactly what I would have said. Great minds think alike. Yeah, okay. So we're just setting up an Ice Shard, taking a little bit of damage, but this means we can wipe their board next turn. And I probably won't lead with it because I don't want to give them a chance to play Noxian Fervor for free, which just lets them deal 3 to one of these and deal 3 to me. So I'm just going to pass and see if they tap for Draven. Okay, they're out of range of Noxian Fervor, which is just deal 3 to a creature you control and the enemy nexus. So now we can just jam this. Stonks. Stonks has been activated. And would love to draw Lysandra naturally, but okay. That's totally fine. If they want to deal 2 to me by killing that thing, they can go for it. And this is... okay, that's outstanding. Now I don't have to blow Entreat to find her. That is scary. That is very scary. Very scary indeed. I think I'm just... it's between Babbling Bajerg or Blighted Ravine. I think I just need to get this down. Get Spectral Matron into the hand for later. I think this is just a block on Basilisk Rider. Is it Rider or Raider? Rider. Just to set up for a board wipe this coming turn. Catalyst is nice. I think I need to just jam this, which is unfortunate because it telegraphs that the board wipe is coming, but it also prevents them from playing more things and just open attacking my face off. And it does gain some life, which is good. We do get to bank a mana here. Okay. That is not good for the home team. But we do wind up being at 14 minus 5, 9 here, so Darius is still going to flip, which is terrifying. Yes. Luckily, Noxus doesn't really have spells that pump toughness like Demacia does. They're just extra damage like that. And now Darius isn't happening this turn, which is good for us. It does give us some time to draw out of it, get Lysandra down, and hopefully flip her pretty... well, by the time they take another turn, we could potentially flip her. We do need... okay, that's fine. Pass. There's a good chance I should have banked the mana and just tried to Wrath of God. But, oh, nice. That is what I need to see to flip her guaranteed. I can do this, go up to 9. I think this is the line. Just give myself extra padding. Although it can't block this. Oh, this is scary. Okay, they're going for lethal. Does the order I do this in matter? It doesn't, because this is a burst. So if I can bait them into playing another Decimate, that's pretty good. Although then I just die to their open attack, which is bad. So we're going to have to get lucky regardless here. Okay. I'm at 1. And I guess Entreat could draw a, what's it called? A Lysandra, so I could Entomb this. I do have a few looks for it. Okay, they gave me... wow. Does that... no, you've got... holy shit, I can't believe they let me do this. Wow. I was dead to the open attack there, but they just went for the style points, so we get to keep playing. Outstanding. And they just don't have anything else. That's fucking great. Or it's a Decimate and I'm dead anyways, but does doing this do anything? Yeah, we're just gonna make Trundle. Try to close as fast as possible. We can have so many things that kill us here. I just need to... Okay. I mean, I'm gonna go for gold. That's not it. I was hoping to get Lysandra. I guess they just have a bunch of Brothers Bonds in their hand, or Imperial Demolitionists or something. Yep. Just cards that don't do anything without another card already in play. Did I mess up? Yep, that's it. Good game. Okay. The style of losing. Yeah. They did not have to go for the style points there. They gave me several draws to pick up another life gain spell, which was appreciated. Let's see, what... Intrigue is necessary, but I hate it, because it's just so much mana to try to get a champion. Is there better life gain that I could be playing? Ruination is proving itself. I feel like I need to turbo Lysandra to get my Nexus to have tough, though. How do I do that? Feels like if I'm cutting anything, it's a Tavern Keep for a Draken Frostguard, but that feels a little loose. Especially when I can't tutor for the Frostguard with Babbling Bajerd. So I think I'm just gonna go for it again. Maybe switch decks after this, because I'm getting... I might try a different Exodia deck. Because there is a different combo deck, although I don't have the epic wild cards for it, so maybe not. Where you just have this one card that pulls 2 champions out of your decks and makes them 10/10s. It costs like 1,000,000 mana, but... Okay. I do like playing this matchup. They're playing another deck that just wants to go for the late game. They trade off, where the hell is it? Okay, this hand's really good, except for Ice Shard, I don't like that. They get a little more early game than we do, and can reach their end game faster, but our end game is just, they can't really beat it. But we can, like, we can take a few hits from their late game and not die. It's just they are more consistent at getting to their end game faster because they have things like these that mill them. No, I don't want to attack. The thing here is I need to not kill their creatures and at the same time not die. Luckily, I can just block for free here. And ooh, what's this? Draw a treasure. If there aren't any treasures in your deck, create 2 treasures in your deck instead. And the treasures are just these big, powerful things. Okay. Interesting. So that's their turn. Just gonna make another Avarosan Sentry. Imagine they attack here. Whoa. There's no attack? I will definitely take that. Okay, Avalanche isn't very good. I still don't want to attack, so I'm just going to play a Sentry and pass it back. What's happening? Okay, they're going to try to drain this. I will come over the top and try to... Nice. If they had a second copy of the spider spawning thing, it would have been rough, but they did not. And now we've got Lysandra, which is awesome, because it means we're closing in on making our Nexus tough and then just truly being able to ignore their creatures. I love this card. This has the best art and flavor text in the game, potentially. It takes a special sort to make complete garbage of perfectly seaworthy here, but if there's one thing they're good at, it's just that. It's just that. Okay, so they drew Plateworm eggs so they can make 3 vicious Plateworms this turn, which is terrifying. Okay, I do need to do something about that, ostensibly. They just 5/5s? Okay. Bajerd can block one, and then I can trade Avalanche with it. I don't want to get Trundle in the way yet, so we're just gonna drop this, get another Spectral Matron. We're gonna make the Plateworm eggs happen. Okay. My 2/1s can't block this. This is kind of precarious now. This deck got a lot quicker. Past them. Yep. Block here. Unfortunately, need to preserve the life total, so I have to give them some value. Okay, I just don't want to toss their sea monsters since that's when Nautilus gets really scary. That is nice. That puts me closer to taking out all of the plateworms, vicious plateworms. We are setting up for at least one avalanche to kill them. Kill as many of them as possible. So this puts me down to 3 mana if I avalanche, which gives me enough for Lysandra. Or I can set up for Trundle. And no, I think it's avalanche, Lysandra, and then Trundle next turn, which lets me go off the following turn. Yep. Drew Trundle. Are they getting deep? Okay, they're still 12 away from deep. Which is it? Or is no, they're 8 away. This is no more creatures. No more creatures, please. Damn it. Okay, they're forcing me to wait on Trundle, which throws off my clock, unfortunately. Now I have to Withering Wail to kill these two, which puts them at 20 cards. If they just, yeah, okay, they're coming in with everything. Makes sense. Withering Wail at 4. Hopefully they don't have Jettison to get deep and kill me. That's part of it. Okay. I did not want to see that. I don't want to see them hit the sea monsters. Actually, I don't think it matters too much now that I think about it. Sure. If they have Atrocity, I'm dead. But I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, okay. They're just going deep now. Still 2 away. Deep is when you have 15 cards or less in the deck. And one of their champions levels up when they do that. Okay, so they just had Atrocity the whole time. Don't know what they were waiting for there. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I will start perusing other decks I'd like to experiment with, though. Let's see. Azir Lucian is tempting. Is that? This is the aggro deck in the format. Seems really good. Okay, this is playing against a Zai. I feel like I just played against them. I recognize that username. This hand is very good against Azir Lucian, which is the deck I was looking at building, which is funny. Because I'm getting sick of playing against it and just want to be the bad guy. Say hi. I haven't seen that in the deck yet. So it means there's more barrier in their build. Oh wait, this is Fiora Shen. Yeah, okay. I do remember playing against them. This is just also Demacia, Ionia. So I messed up a little bit with my opener, but I'm not too worried about it. It's still fine. Passing. Well, oh, how are you doing today? Everything good? Doing pretty good. I got back. Was able to go downtown and get my prescription refilled, which was good. And also took care of some errands, so that was pretty good. Now I'm just trying to have fun streaming, hanging out with folks, and I don't know. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing with streaming, if that makes sense. I don't think getting this down early does anything. So overall, pretty good, I think. How are you doing? I take the 3. I have 4 next. No, I have 5 next turn, which is Trundle. So we're just gonna take the hit here. Hit do, yeah. Just gonna let them draw a card. So this one of this hits, it draws a spell. And we go up to 19 and ramp. I really like ramping in this game, but it's so dangerous because everybody hits 10 no matter what. So the more ramp spells you have in your deck, the more dead draws you have later in the game. Okay, I think it's probably... It's either Lysandra or Bajurg. I think it's Bajurg and Bank the Mana. A bit achy today, but can't complain. Fair. Yeah. This keeps draining the thing up. If they go Fiora, what's the best line? If they go Fiora, I would rather this die than Lysandra. We do always hit Spectral Matron since she's the only thing that has 5 or more power in the deck in the beginning. Once you flip Trundle, then he has 5 power and you can hit him off this card. But we're just going to pass with this. Glad to see no Fiora. Because this is a person I was playing against when we had that really intense game when I was figuring out the sound. This is the same username. I will happily just trade here. I don't really want creatures in play if I can avoid it. It's kind of weird, but their win con involves just fighting with one specific champion. So I'm going to, if I do this, what happens? Oh. Okay, I can just keep the mana up to protect her with her champion spell. Do they cantrip at least, like Hearthstone? Or... Oh, which... The, Oh, sorry, I must have missed it. Which cantrip? The champions, they, if you have one in play, you just have their champion spell. Which is, like, varies depending on who they are. Like, Trundle's is kind of a big Wrath of God. And hers is, like, a very weird removal/protection spell. Oh, ramp cards. Ramp cards. No, I wish. Some of them have other effects, like the one I played gains 3 no matter what. But, oh wow. I wish they cantripped. I would play so much more ramp. They could... Can they fight me? They can punch her in the head. So I think I'm just going to pass here to play around the head punching card. Don't want to get punched in the head if I can avoid it, even if it means losing some mana. So now I can make Trundle and keep the anti-head punch card up and set up for a flip on the next turn, which is a little awkward since we don't have the attack token. But we do get Trundle's champ spell, which is pretty good and defense. Oof. I think I have to just do this. No one... If you punch Lysandra in the head, she dies, but I can't let you open attack. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. And when the champion spells resolve, you shuffle a copy of the associated champion into your deck. So now I shuffle another Lysandra in. And now they don't just get to open attack, and oh, nice. They did not have the card. They need to punch Lysandra in the head, kill her. So now we are ostensibly surviving here. How can I die from here? I need to have a rally card and give barrier. So if I just... Trundle is not necessary for this game plan. Lysandra needs to be in play. So we'll go with this. See what we can get from them before damage. If I can get... yeah. Just a pump spell. So everybody still dies to Trundle's champion spell. Sure. Just gonna drop the ice pillar since it... oh, I forgot. That was silly. I don't have Trundle's champion spell anymore because Trundle is dead. That throws a wrench in the works a little bit. Hopefully they don't have the rally plus barrier spell. Just hoping to fade that. That card is very good. It was so good it got the other champion Fiora nerfed from a 3-3 into a 3-2 recently. That's what I was afraid of. I think I just need to take one of your attackers away. Oh, this was a slight mistake. I should have done Ice Shard now too. Just to make sure this died before they could protect it with Shen. What the hell? Okay, they're just giving it tough. So that wouldn't have worked anyways. Down to 3. Oh, shit. I spent my mana foolishly. I could have tried to cantrip into another champion spell to pop Shen. Okay. Just gonna make another blocker so I don't have to block with Lysandra. This still should let me untap and get them, as long as she doesn't die. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm playing... Hey, JJ. I'm just playing the, what's it called? Oh, right. Legends of Runeterra. It's the League of Legends card game. It's similar to Hearthstone, I think, but it's, it just uses the characters from League of Legends for a collectible card game online. It's pretty fun. I'm about to summon Exodia. Just need to survive one attack from my opponent. And yeah, then we can annihilate their entire library. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like when I'm not feeling magic, I go to this game. It's... don't need this. Don't need this. They only have 1 mana. This is a mana bar. We each have 1 and we get an additional 1 each turn. They couldn't even make a real attack animation. Yeah. I think this is the best I'm gonna do this round. I'm just gonna take 2. The scariest thing is if they have another spell that lets them rally. Like in this game, we kind of take turns simultaneously, but only one of us has the ability to attack at a given time. So, let's see. I think this is what I gotta do. If they rally, I can at least fill the board with creatures. Yeah. And rallying just means getting the attack token if you don't already have it. And it's kind of funny, this is the second time today I've played this opponent, which doesn't happen too often. And this is Exodia. It's, we can make it cost 0 by summoning more big things, but this card lets us just play Exodia, but make it ephemeral, which just means it dies at end of turn. Okay, you're just... all you're doing is punching her in the head. Yeah, it's huge. You can't actually cast it in the game, because you can only have max 12, and or 13, and you can only use these 3 for spells. So yeah, that is... they don't do anything when they punch her, right? No. We just lose tough on the Nexus. So I'm going to create Exodia, and then the next Exodia is free. So it's got an ability, if I cost 0 if you summon 4 plus allies, but I cost 8 this game. So you can just summon a bunch of them. Like this one is kind of like magic cards that untap lands. It just refills your mana when you cast it. And you can copy it with another card and just make Ice Pillar a bunch of times, which is how you level up Lysandra. And you get Exodia when she's leveled up all the way. So Ionia does have bounce spells, but they don't have a mana for the bounce spell. It's really tough to interact with since removal's expensive in this game, but you gotta work for it. For sure. Sure. Just in case. And that's their deck being annihilated twice. Exodia Obliterate. So now I'm 1-1 against that opponent. I wonder if we'll play them again. Take that deck. Hiya. There was one game the other day where I made 4 of them because my opponent kept taking away their ability, which is something one of the colors can do. There's like a bunch of different regions because all the champions are from different parts of Runeterra. So it's like there's where is it? Cards. There's Demacia, which is just like the standard Knights and Dragons stuff. Bilgewater's Pirates. Noxus is like bad Demacia. Piltover and Zaun is like the Izzet in Magic. For Exodia, yeah, it was pretty sweet. Piltover and Zaun is like a cross between the Izzet and Steampunk. If I had to describe them, they're just, I guess the Izzet is Steampunk, but they're the Steampunk faction. Shadow Isles is just basically the color black in Magic. And Freljord is similar to Shadow Isles, but a little bigger with more top end. Lysandra is from Freljord. And Ionia is blue. You get bounce counter spells and like ninjas and assassins from Ionia. Shurima is new. They're a new faction. You have a brand new alternate win con with them. And Targon is like also kind of blue. They're more white than anything blue-white because they take abilities away and give a lot of buffs to single creatures like heroic things or just pump spells are Targon. And Shurima's alternate win con involves the Buried Sun Disk, which is pretty fun to do, but really tough to do. And it's also horribly broken once it goes off, but you have to work really hard to make it go off. And all the champions do different things. Like, this is the one I was playing around, worried about last game. They just didn't draw her, luckily. She's an alternate win condition, because she's a duelist. That's her thing in Targon Permission. Yeah. Like, Targon has the most silence effects. Before Targon existed, we only had Demacia having Purify, which only silences a follower. A follower is a non-champion unit, Hush silences any unit. So if I can silence a champion, this card has had to be nerfed several times. It used to copy itself when you played it, so you could like silence their whole board or something. Now it's just 3 for 1 silence. I don't know why Lulu is... Oh, because that's her champion spell. She squirrels someone. Oh yeah, sorry. I always forget that's how much information that is. It's like just an info dump kind of person. Yeah, this is... I don't know, they have kind of cool different ways to play. Like you can do the lab where you play against computers and try to unlock icons and stuff. It's neat. You can do challenges, which are like for learning the game, drafting. There's just a ton of stuff. They just nerfed one of the decks I play by changing it. So I've just been trying to find something else to do. So I've been playing this deck since it's I just like having a lot of options. And this deck does give me a bunch of options. Okay, opponent's also playing an aggressive deck this time. They're a little more mid-rangey, but their champion only has 2 toughness, which is good, and their other one only has 3, which is also good. We're just going to keep this hand because we have so much interaction. A landmark is like an artifact that sits in play. Some of them just stay there, others count down, and then just do something eventually. This one is Pyroclasm. Okay, I'm on the button for the attack. They probably have Noxian Fervor, so we're just gonna drain and make a Spiderling, punch them for 1, and then sit back and keep up Glimpse Beyond, which I keep calling Glimpse the Unthinkable, which is a magic card that mills for 10, but this is not milling. Milling for 10 would be really good in this game since we only have 40 cards. Okay, there's LeBlanc. Excuse me. They can't do anything with that 1 mana that punishes me for this, so we're just gonna deploy our champion. Don't want to take 5, so we're gonna chump and just set up the Blighted Ravine. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. I'm just going to pass and see what they do here. There's Ash. Okay. This is a pretty easy Ravine turn. The thing I like about this game a lot is the emotes. The emote selection is on point. It's way easier to get them, unlike Arena where you have to wait for events. Okay, that's gonna buff everything else. I don't want you to get to attack since then you get to level up by frostbiting something, so we're just going to pop this and float 3 mana. If they have the Elixir of Iron, okay, they didn't have a +0/+2. There's a card that's just 1 mana and gives +0/+2, which is pretty strong. Yep, passing. And this is a landmark, and when it counts down to 0, it just makes an 8/8 with trample. Overwhelm is trample. Let's see. Trundle is tempting. This puts the Spectral Matron in my hand. I Trundle this turn. I can't Ice Pillar the next turn, so I'm gonna be doing this. This uses my mana the best, so I'm just gonna run him out there. You can bank mana in this game, but you can only use this mana for spells. Okay. Oh, oops, I forgot the sound. Because sometimes the champions like say voice lines, and sometimes so do the other units. Okay, they just drew 2, which is like kind of jealous. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Go for the combat trick with all my... Actually... No, this is block, draw 2, and combat trick. So yeah, we'll just do this and set up for the combo next turn. I do need to draw... well, I don't need Trundle anymore. So we're just gonna do this. If I kill Trundle, no big deal. And do this. Hopefully drawing a Fading Reflection to copy Ice Pillar, which will just let us flip Lysandra without having to drop the Matron. Oh, they also have 3 sisters, which makes sense. It's a very good card. How much do I care about Trundle dying? They're tapped out. I can... I'm debating using my 3 sisters to counter their 3 sisters. I think that's fine. Like, keeping Trundle around seems decent if I don't go off next turn. Because if I don't draw Fading Reflection, I might as well just have a leveled up Trundle. Okay, we drew it. That should be game. They don't have any silence in their colors, so we just get to make Ice Pillar. One troll to rule them all. Oh, actually, it's not quite lethal. God, I always forget because this game has the spacing requirements, so I don't think I can quite get there. But we are just going to do this. Level up Lysandra. Since you can only have 6 at a time, if I summon the Matron, she'll try to make Exodia, but it'll just get poofed off the edge of a board. So, not quite lethal, unfortunately. Best I can do is do a bunch of damage to their champions. I love this thing too, because it shows you what the outcome will be. The purple hook means it's vulnerable and I can drag it over to block. Okay. I guess getting rid of Ash and losing Trundle is fine. If I just... I think I'd rather get rid of this and try to keep Trundle. How close are they to leveling Ash? They're pretty far away. But Ash can make it so I can't block if she levels up, so we're just gonna go for it. Like, Ash's flip stage says enemies with 0 power can't block, and a lot of my blockers just are gonna have 0 power when they frostbite stuff. Okay. And... I think I'm just gonna go for the Entomb on Ash to make her wait a few turns. That'll buy me some time. Shuffle another Lysandra in. Then end the round. Now I can... Oh, Lysandra also makes free ice shards, which is good for helping wipe the board. But I do have actual Wrath of God. Just gonna... Do need to be careful not to fill up the board with bullshit. Yeah, we're just gonna throw this out. See what happens. The Watchers are supposed to be Eldrazi, is what I learned from reading the lore for this character last night. And she's basically Nahiri, except she, like, wasn't getting revenge or anything. She's just a nihilist, so she's like, fuck it, the Eldrazi can come eat Runeterra, I don't give a shit. Which is, like, relatable, but... you're on 4. That just means Ash is the only thing left. There's no way you have a 4-drop that can kill me from 7. Right? Or I do this. I'm at 10. I have so many blocks. Okay. I think we're just gonna do this. This does take up a board space, but it pops itself on my beginning of my next turn. Face me. Yep. And Wrath of God felt a little too risky, so we're just going to yeah, no reason to take chances. No reason to take chances. And then just passing. This will pop and deal 2 to everything, which will wipe the board except for that and Ash. They're playing that pretty aggressively. Remember Doomsday Cult bad. Yes. This card is one of the things that lets them survive Exodia, because it creates cards in their deck. So I don't think they should have played this yet, unless they have a second one. But we're gonna make Exodia. Second one's free. First one costs 8. Let's see, can I get there with damage if I just summon second Exodia? They have too many cards in hand. Like, that could be a bunch of Frostbites, but I don't lose anything by summoning it, so I might as well. Okay, sure. Ash is flipping. Okay. It's kind of funny because in the story, the characters Ash and Lysandra are like rivals, because Ash is like the reincarnation of one of Lysandra's sisters, as seen on Three Sisters. Okay. They need a lot of Frostbite to stop me from... Yeah, they need a lot. They need Frostbite plus another Trapper. I think if they were gonna do this, they should have waited until this turn. If they could have. Like, okay. Enraged Yeti. So, you're going to fight Ash. You're just going to attack. You're attacking. And Trundle winds up being a 3/4. And I can pump him. Okay. Exodia, Obliterate. Let's see, it makes makes 1 Yeti. Okay, so they can draw 1 more card. Sure. Let's see what you've got. Fury of the North. Give Trundle a buff. And then hit OK for damage. Boop. 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 Okay. And like Magic, you lose if you can't draw a card. So that is the game. Your opponent is out of cards. So that's what happens when the deck goes off. GG, yeah. That was a good one. Okay. Oh, we got a thing. We got a thing. Okay. When you have the card already, it just, when you have 3 of the card already, it just turns into Essence, which you can use to get other cards. Let's see. So many of the decks I was playing used the champion that got nerfed, which is kind of funny. I want to see what the Azir Lucian deck is like. Decks. Import deck. Azir Lucian. I do like playing Azir. What am I missing? Hopefully just rares. Yeah. We have enough rares to do that. I think Sharp Sight is scary. I always get blown out by this card when my opponent has it, so it'll be nice to be the one doing the blowing out. Then just another rare. And boop boop. I'm gonna try this one out. This one is way more aggressive than what I was just playing. I think the mulligans matter a lot more here, because you really have some cards you just can't have in your opener. Probably want to keep more than you want to mull in the other deck, so you don't get stuck with a ton of bullshit. Let's make sure everything is correct. We've got the manatee sleeves. We've got the right emotes. And I think that's everything. So yeah, that's let's do this. Play. I'm excited to try this deck out since I've played against it a lot, and it looks like a lot of fun. Lucian is pretty scary since when he flips, every time an ally dies, you get the attack token by rallying. Oh. Okay, they're playing the deck I was playing until the nerf. That's a little bit scary. Don't really want you in the opener. I'm not attacking on odd turns. Like, I just don't imagine I'm gonna get your ability in the early turns against this deck. Nice. Shuffle the Scrybug. End round. Not summoning the Dune's Keeper on turn 1 since it has a summon effect, which gets another thing in play. So ideally they'll play Fizz here, but no, they don't. Actually, Summon Valor. How much damage does this do? This does 4, 8, whereas this does 8. I think I'll just summon more allies, because Azir flips when you summon 10 allies, so I'd rather do the thing that makes more bodies. Poro Cannon. Okay, they're making some blockers. Sometimes the order you attack in matters because some cards have support and it can change the order the order things do damage in can be important, but at this point in the game it is not a factor. Would love to draw Azir himself or Lucian here. Actually, Lucian might have been a reason to keep sandbag one of these because he levels up when he sees 4 allies die. So that would have been a reason to make Valor instead of the Sand Dunekeeper. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have just made that because of... let's see... Pass. I'm just gonna wait for them to come in. I'd rather save this for Fizz, but, you know, I'm not gonna complain either. I do have to be careful because Twisted Fate can come down next turn and deal 1 to everything. So I think we're just gonna pass. Twisted Fate gives a lot of options. I would like... Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna do this. Try to bait them into Twisted Fating here. And then at least get 1 card back off of this. If they don't Twisted Fate red card here, we're just open attacking, I think. Now this is really tempting. This, like, makes it so they can't even Twisted Fate effectively now, because we gave it a shield. So if they would deal 1 to it, it would just pop the shield instead, and then I would use the Challenger to attack down Twisted Fate, which I wouldn't be able to save him from, because that deck doesn't have 3 mana pump spells available to it. More coffee. Okay, they're just making more Daring Poros. They can't play Twisted Fate now. And we do have Scout, which gives us an attack token again if we only attack with Scouts. What could go wrong here? I guess I'd rather... If I'm going to do this next time, I might as well just let them have the option to fuck up by not doing it, yeah. Because if I don't do that and they play something else that I want to kill, then I would rather just pop that. Weird. I wasn't expecting the no blocks, not gonna lie. Scout seems like a thing you'd want to take down. Nice. Emperor's Dais is really good. Twisted Fate. Makes sense. Okay. That's a really good draw. Rummage. They're gonna try to flip him. But they need, like, pocket, or they need the shuffle 2 in and draw 2. Just like... They don't have pick a card. Ooh, they discarded pick a card. That is wild. Gotta make sure my open attack is as close to lethal as possible. Okay. Sure. Very close to flipping. Which is a big problem. Okay. If they have any draw spell... Well, they've played 2 rummages already. Have they discarded the thing that draws them? They discarded 2 stress testings. Okay. So they need to have the last rummage. If I play Cythria... you can make it so I don't get the attack. So I think I need to... No, yeah, this is fine. Because the last card is the yellow card that stuns, so they would need to have perfects to make it so I don't get the attack bonus. Because it goes in order once he's leveled up. You play blue card, red card, and then yellow card. And we get to come in with the team, forcing some blocks here. Now these have fearsome. They don't actually have blocks. They might be able to pop a stun off. Looks like it. So this is, I imagine Twisted Fate is flipping. Okay. Nice. Got there. This definitely seems like a me kind of deck. Very aggressive. And I need to take a bathroom break, so I will be right back. Where's that thing? There we go. Yeah, it definitely gets in there. That is for sure. I wonder if you can just play the deck I was playing before it got nerfed without any modifications. That's what we just played against. I think you need a third copy of this for sure. Probably don't want that. Twisted Fate used to flip when you had when you drew 8 cards of him in play, but they moved it up to 9 and took away and nerfed his champion spell too, so it only draws 2 cards. So I think this is probably good. Poro Cannon gets a lot worse when you don't draw 3 cards off of pick a card, I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't need to see that. Just show me what else is in my colors. Could go with this, or what's it called? There's a nab 2 that might be decent, because we do have a lot of ways to get in there with Fizz and the others. I could see trimming you, and I want to trim 2 cards because I want 1 more Poro Cannon now. Trim Improvement and trim. Suit Up is just so important, but drawing multiples can be a bit of a brick. This gets a lot worse with the nerf on Burblefish, actually. So maybe we just try giving us some extra card draw, pilfered goods, then like Prowling Cutthroat does trigger raid or plunder. I think if I'm playing those, I don't mind the extra Poro Cannon. Oh yeah, it happens a lot with digital deck games. People just load up post-patch and play. That is true. I have come across, it's the second time I've come across it, and it hasn't really hurt the deck as much as I imagined it would, which is reassuring since I fucking love this deck. Okay. Before we only played 2 copies of this, because it was like not the greatest, but now you kind of need it to make sure Twisted Fate hits with Rummage, I think. We have a lot of ways to proc Plunder, so I like having the additional stuff. What did I cut? The iterative things. Those are really good with Burblefishes, but they got a bit of a debuff going from 3 power to 2 power, so not 100% on that. You know what? Let's just try iterative. So I added 2 new draw spells, so I can trim one of these. So I have another draw 2. So this should be a good starting point. See how this plays. Oh. I like this one. I need to make sure we've got the Manatee. Actually, this is one of the toughest parts of the game, is deciding your emotes. But I think we did it. Play. Okay. Don't want that in the opener. Don't particularly want that or that. Just great. Fucking great, another Suit Up. That's really good. They're an aggressive deck too, so we gotta try to defend so they don't run us over with Gangplank, who can just do a ton of damage once he comes down. And yep. setting up for a Twisted Fate red card, which deals 1 to all of their stuff. It's kind of telegraphed, but okay. Don't want to do anything yet, since we need Twisted Fate in play before we start drawing. I'm going to take a big hit here. Could have just blown this up, but didn't want to lose anything in my hand. So, kind of leaning on Twisted Fate here. We do have the ability to counter their Noxian Fervor. Oh, interesting. I was going to say, I imagine they would aim that at Twisted Fate, but they are not. Don't like being at 7. I think I need to lose you. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw so many cards next turn. That's solid. Okay, so they're tapped out now. So we can just go boop, boop. Okay, these are some good ones. Don't think I need to Mystic Shot this turn. We're just gonna suit up Twisted Fate to make him a little sturdier. Pull this over here. I will do the same thing. Okay. I think I just, oh wait, silly me. That kills me. Definitely need to Mystic Shot this thing, I think. And hope we can fade. Yeah. I think that kills me. Yup. Good game. That was a close one. Almost flipped Twisted Fate. Whew. That's pretty good. We take those. Confused Pie. I like their username. Didn't want to play this yet because I really want to save it for Twisted Fate in play. Plus, you get a free discard when it starts round in play. It creates a spell in hand. Okay. I'm just gonna play this so that if they challenge this, their unit takes a little bit more damage. Go off. Please use that aggressively so I can just keep using Fizz. Do I make a copy of you is the question. I don't think I do. I'd rather have a copy of her to draw more cards. End round. Nice, that's good. Let's see, how badly can this Twisted Fate get messed up if I play him now? Do they play the strikey thing, punchy thing, the 2-mana duel a creature thing? I feel like it's too early to deploy Twisted Fate, so we're just going to go for this. It's a good draw. It helps us protect Twisted Fate a little bit. And yeah, just attack with this. Don't want to risk Fizz just yet. That is what I wanted to see happen. I've spent everything except 1 mana. This is fine. Everything's fine. Let's see. How fast do we flip Twisted Fate? Yep, bring it on. You got it, buddy. Okay. Fizz was a red herring. If I don't gold card here, I think I just need to bank on flipping Twisted Fate before they get to challenge him to a fight their next turn. Okay, that helps him live. That is good. Definitely don't mind doing this. Okay. I think we're just going to pick a card here. And then we go up to 5, 7, 8. Is that right? Okay, so we flip next turn. It should be a guaranteed flip this turn. And round. And nice. Okay. I do need... What's the one thing I have to do at sorcery speed? It's this. I'm just going to... Actually, no. This should take care of it, I think. Don't even need this anymore. Okay. Yeah, that was ridiculous. So, having the extra stress test just did the trick. Now we have classic it all. It is nice. And, think? No. Attacking seems like a losing proposition. I'm just gonna go upstairs to draw some cards. This is why he's my favorite, because he just does everything. And let's see. It does make it a little awkward because it means they can react to the effects of your burst spells before you get an action, but I need to make sure I don't have too many cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can do this and just take 2 cards from you. Okay, those are pretty good cards to take from you. Okay. Then kind of terrified of them having this, to be honest. That is a terrifying thing that could happen. Okay. Good. I think I'm just gonna pass here and bank for mana. Maybe make Fizz. Oh, and I'll just make for Burble Fish. There we go. Not playing this, but I will shuffle it away for sure. End round. Sure, drop Fizz. And then we lose 1 card, but it's fine. We're in pretty good shape now, especially stealing this card. Glad they don't have that. Concerted Strike doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. It does kind of counter a lot of their things, like this card, which is good. Also potentially saves Twisted Fate. Are you going to level up? You are going to level up this round. This is the champion spell, so we do just have a second Twisted Fate. And it doesn't remember going off the first time, so hopefully we just let this Twisted Fate die and then get to do all of the effects twice in 1 turn, which is pretty powerful. Okay, got a lot of options. Don't really want to jettison, since you do run out of cards pretty quickly with this deck. I guess. That's so risky. We'll just go for this. Gonna try to get a ton of value here and throw you under the bus, throw you under the bus, and anything else I can do? Actually, I can just maybe save Fizz? No. If I do this, I don't have the mana to recast Twisted Fate. I don't have the mana to recast Twisted Fate anyways. I'll just go 1 for 1 as much as it pains me not to get 2 with that card. As much as it saddens me not to have that happen. Seems like a pretty good place to be in, since we just get to untap and play Twisted Fate again. Sure. That... Does that change anything? I don't think that changed anything. It seems like it just didn't do anything at all. Yeah, no. Oh, okay, I see. It saved the dragon. by like giving it 1 extra point. Okay. Sure. Just in case, I guess we have another Twisted Fate. We're just gonna Zonite Urchin here and pitch Jettison since it is not good. That is really good. Having another way to deal with their creatures is nice. Okay, that's also really good since it's cheap things to activate his abilities. Don't think we're doing this. It is kind of a downside to give them information, but don't care that much. Thinking about how yellow card is going to work on this board, I don't think it's worth just going all in though, even if it does lead to a slightly suboptimal yellow card. We're just gonna deploy Boros and save our instance for their turn. What the hell? Okay, I'm summoned. Give allies. Wow. Good thing they didn't have Jarvan yet. That is terrifying. Holy fuck. So they're tapped out now, so I can do whatever I want. So we're just gonna drop this. I think this is how that's gonna work. Yep. Yellow card. Doing work. Get the Monster-Crumbs off of me. Jarvan is kind of scary, but we do have Riposte, so I don't actually care. Because we got to take... Because Jarvan's going to come into play, fight Twisted Fate. What do you have? When you attack, strongest enemy, create round start. That's his ult in League of Legends. Oh, that's terrifying. Well, give you... I think I just kill Jarvan here, because I'm going to... let's strike an enemy, kill Jarvan and his dad. Yeah. Bring it on. Gotcha, fucker. I'm really liking the Plunder card. It just lets me draw stuff from their deck. I don't really care. Yeah. Bring it on. Kill the whole Famdamle. Yeah. That is what we did. Can I get lethal? I guess this is like just literally free, so we take it. Need RIP. Yeah, F. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. That's so good. F to pay respects. Did I just draw another one of these? What happened? Oh, stress testing? I'm so confused. I didn't discard anything, did I? Weird. Oh well. What happens? Don't think I can get punished for this. This is 7. Just gonna jam this. It's like the only thing I really need to worry about saving is gold card, but I have so many answers anyways. So now we're up to 9. And I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to go all in. So we'll just put them pretty much dead. Sure. This card is trash. Can I discard it to anything? I can. I'll discard Jury Rig. And pick a card in hand. I might just make more copies of Twisted Fate with this counterfeit copies. But let's see. End round. Hoping to draw some burn spells. Okay, buddy. Just gonna get rid of these Daring Poros. See what we hit. If that's really good. Just gonna put more burn spells in to try and kill them. Then okay. No, they don't have the thing that clears the whole stack in these colors. I was like, there is something that like just counters the whole stack, but it is not in Ionia or Shurima. So that should do it. Yeah. Nice. Finger guns. Okay. What time is it? Okay, still got time. That's working pretty well. Is there an Aurelian Sol deck? I want to play a little Aurelian Sol today. What are people doing with him now? Aurelian Sol is the huge dragon. Want to see what folks are doing. I haven't played an Aurelian Sol deck since the last expansion, so I'm not really sure what the builds look like. I want to see what... I want to get a good idea of, ooh. Is this Aurelian Sol Zoe the Grand Plaza? Oh, I see. Okay, this looks like fun. I will try this out. Where's the code? Oh, it was right here. And boop. And where's the OBS? Here it is. That deck is fun. I can see why it's your fave. Yeah. I really just love Twisted Fate. Oops. So you can see I've got several different versions of decks with him. I was thinking about using Ezreal with Twisted Fate, but Fizz seems like he still works pretty well. Let's see. This is another one of my favorites because it's just so dirtily. Collection, import deck. Edit deck. Yeah. Do I have... Okay. Boop, boop. Oh no. I need 3 of you. Oh no. Can't play this deck yet. Tilt. I need 3 white commons. Okay, I need to grind more with other decks before I can try this out. So, let's just... I don't know what to do next. I don't want to do this again. Just make Exodia happen. Feels like there's something missing. I feel like there could be a card that gives me a little bit more play, but really I just need to draw stuff. A second glimpse wouldn't be terrible. Maybe it's better than the first Kindly Tavern Keeper, but the life gain is just super important. Yeah. Okay. Give this one another go. Oh. Wow. That's a username. That is a username. Well, their deck's really aggressive, so this hand's fine. We have a lot of... Yeah, right? I wonder if ooh. Okay, well at least they're not on the attack token on turn 1. So... open attack is a little... Okay, good. They don't open attack. That is nice, because it means we get to... If I drain you, I can... Oh! They said the quiet part loud. Oh, I need to update that coffee at 5 p.m. God, I haven't even looked at the commands in so long. But yeah, I have read those somewhat recently. Red Roso is pretty good. I think this is the optimal line. What else was there? Oh, Lilith was so disappointing. I wanted it to be like good, but it wasn't. Go to 16. Yeah, this is fine. That crab, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite commands. It's been so long since I could have coffee at 5 p.m. I kind of miss it. Now I have to stop drinking. I can only have like 1 cup of coffee a day in the morning, or else I just fuck up my sleep schedule royally. Just having fearsome is a problem, but I think if I just do this, keep up my... Seems good, yeah. That was my reaction when I saw the video too. Pass. Just need to stay alive long enough against them. Just gonna throw this under the bus. I don't have... Let's see. Yeah, if I had an ice shard, I could wipe the board before damage, but I don't. So we're just gonna take this hit. This is another... Same here. Yeah. Oof. That is a problem. Let's see, what's put me at? 8? I don't want to go that low against the deck with decimates in it this early. This puts me at 14, and I do nothing else with my turn. And I don't have any more sweepers. But I do have... I can play to a full board next turn, so I think this is fine. Yeah, it's always nice when Rush Limbaugh fucking dies. Not gonna lie. I am a fan of him being dead. That's a really good draw. That's a really fucking good draw. It's a Pyroclasm, and it gains us 4. Oof. Another good one. let's see. It's a little awkward since I have to like. Well, I actually like this. It keeps this available, and then if not, I can just play this and bank 2. The best rush is past tense. I agree. Okay. They're not throwing it at my face, which was something I didn't consider but should have. A Noxian Fervor makes that a little embarrassing, I think. Oh, actually, there's still time, yeah. Nope. Okay. They're just re-upping. Yeah. Noxian Fervor was a reason not to do it this way. Oh, yep, that's definitely happy to have that happen. Saboteur, sure. Let's see, I don't think I mind deploying Lysandra here. Like, their attacks just aren't great. Okay, Doom Beast, that makes sense. Sure. We've got a really good Withering Wail this coming turn. Is there an attack with a spider here? I don't want to get that frisky. How many Withering Wails have I played? I think it's just, okay. This is my last Withering Wail. That is also good. Anything that gains life is nice. I think this is the plan. I don't want to just play it just yet. I would rather them get more units on the board for me to kill. Okay. Now we will do it, I think. It was a little risky, but I didn't think they would just make an attack with what they had in play, so that's a little scary. Yep. So we can't block Elise because she's got Fearsome. So we just throw everybody under the bus. Oh, okay, the opponent has had enough. That is fair. They can only take me killing all their stuff so much, I guess. Well, go again. See what happens. I've been seeing a lot of aggressive decks on the ladder. Oh, there's more coffee in my cup. That's so lucky. Well, decaf coffee. Decaf. I thought I was out, but it was just hiding in my mug. How fortuitous. We have the Manatee board. Oh, this is the deck I was thinking about building with Ezreal Twisted Fate. I imagine Twisted Fate is a one-of here, and it's probably Ezreal Gangplank. Interaction, life gain. This deck doesn't have good answers to Ezreal, unfortunately. Don't think I want Three Sisters, but I'm happy to see the rest. They're attacking on odd turns, which is not good for us, because I mean Ezreal can swing the turn they play him. So I'm just going to try to... That's a good one. Gets us, bridges us into the late game. Stops their Gangplank from coming down. Fully leveled, potentially. Yep. Oh, that's a clever one with Gangplank. I like that. We are just going to pass here. It does make me think they're leaning more on Twisted Fate and Ezreal than Gangplank, though, so I think he could be the one-of. Which makes sense. When you're playing Twisted Fate, it can be pretty easy to, like, just draw your whole deck. Sometimes you just need a win condition. So you're going to put me to 19 here if you attack. I definitely block. Bring it on. Just get me deeper. What's happening? Mystic Shot. Okay, I'm thrilled that you're doing this. Absolutely thrilled. You've already procced Gangplank this turn? Oh, Ezreal, okay. That makes sense. I'm thinking about taking it and playing Tavern Keeper, but no, this is fine. I just want to set up a good ice shard by having this block go through. Although Parlay is scary, it makes me... okay. Like, if they have Parlay, then it's more likely they're on multiple gangplanks, but hard to say this early in the game what their main plan is besides Ezreal, I think. I'm just gonna pass and see what they do. If they just, like, take the turn back, that's fine. Sure. You got it. I'm a little more upset if they just take the attack token back now, but not by much. I still think I just want to see what they do. Yep. Oh, what's Nightbot doing? Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like links, but if it's something you want me to post, you can, Nightbot's doing that a lot. I wonder what's happening. Seeing a lot of usernames with look like random sequences of numbers and letters. Wonder what's up. Okay. Yeah. I would guess usernames that are just random alphabetical letters and then numbers are bots, but I could be wrong, so I'm sorry if you're not a bot and I called you a bot. I didn't mean it. It's just hard to tell when you get banned immediately and have usernames that look like a bot. That is crucial to draw. We do need to get that going in our hand to win the game. Being at 20 at this point is something I like. How close is Gangplank to flipping? I really don't care if you kill that. That's fine. The scariest thing is Ezreal flipping, which makes me want to not have creatures in play, which is kind of difficult because I need creatures in play to win, to an extent. We're going to put Trundle down because he's a great blocker. Is the thing still happening? Weird. Nightbot's having a field day. Yeah, hit me. Skip block. Sure. You've targeted enemy units 6 times. Okay. Oh. The thing is, once Ezreal flips, every time they cast a spell I take 2. So... it's kind of a delicate balance to stay alive while doing as much as I can to not let him flip. But I think if I'm going to win, I might just have to provide some targets here. This is a situation where I wish I had more Glimpse the Unthinkables or Glimpse Beyonds, because they would be very good. I can always just entomb him, but then if they play a second one, that's really gross. No attacks here. I need Trundle back to block, I think. Yeah, I do need to get Lysandra down at some point. But I also need to be able to have the 3 sisters up to protect her. So... I think we're just going to do this into... well, I was going to do Tavern Keeper into Lysandra, but that doesn't leave me enough leftovers to protect her, so we're just going to run her out here and pass to them. And then if we can survive the next turn... Trundle. Okay, that's their whole turn, so that's nice. Just means I need to... oh, no, I want to do that. We are going to give Trundle Fury of the North, so that way he lives through this. They do still get to proc Ezreal, which is scary, but we get to keep our blocker for their thing without having to sacrifice Lissandra. It's interesting they targeted Trundle and not her, because, well, she'd be at 1, and then they could kill her with a Mystic Shot, whereas Trundle is just going to regenerate. Yeah, no attacks here. Nice. I was going to say, we don't quite have it yet. We still need to draw this exact card, but we drew this exact card. So that is good for us. They only have 7 mana this turn because they had to pour everything into that. Sure, system upgrade, you got it, buddy. What? Yup, hit me. Little surprised to see no attack from the thing. From this thing. I would have to block. We are gonna do this, and since it's their turn, this just gets to disappear. Like, normally if it's our turn on the button, we have to wait for another go around before we can summon Exodia. But since it's their turn, this thing's ephemeral, it'll pop EOT, and then we can just make Exodia with Spectral Matron and go Burr. And this color combination doesn't have an answer for 1 Exodia, let alone 2. So that should do it. Where's the Bring It On emote? Manatee Flex. What could they have? It needs to be a ton of damage at my face, but I have a armor on my face now because of her, so we need to kill her somehow, which is tough because I have 3 sisters. I think it involves flipping you somehow, but then you only have 6 mana. Okay, yes, this is what I expected with you going for my face. It won't count for his ability, which is really nice. I can't play this, which is annoying, because then I'd have to find a way to kill it to make Exodia happen. So, just gonna Ballistic Bot, sure. Well, actually, I do have Tough on the Nexus, so I can just crack this. She's gonna make another one next turn. That'll cost 0. So, this is just kind of a free roll, since it doesn't do anything to us. And if they want to try to kill one of our things on board, I can just make a thing to gain life. So we're just gonna end the round. And then we're gonna make Exodia and Obliterate. That's nice. Extra protection. I haven't heard what she says when she summons it yet. Oh. That's almost scary. But I think we're okay. How could they come out of this alive? What's Gangplank's champion spell? Can't do that. Ezreal's champion spell? Ezreal's champion spell keeps them alive. So I need to get Ezreal off the table. If I can. I'm just gonna try to bait them into, like, wait to see if they cast Mystic Shot first. Because Ezreal's Mystic Shot is a way out. Deal. Okay. They are 100% dead now. Because they can't cast Mystic Shot. Brrr. If they had kept the mana up, they could have threatened to just shuffle a copy of Ezreal into their deck and draw him, but they did not. So now they just mill out. Boop. Exodia go by. Bye. Yup, you can do that. I like how it does all that stuff and then they die. Now the deck's going burr. Oops, did I break something? Oh, getting into gold too. That's exciting. I don't know if I could handle the game on mobile. I feel like that's a lot to fit on my cell phone screen. Let's see, playing against... Oh, okay, Maokai, Nautilus, so... Don't want Blighted Ravine, pretty happy with the rest. That's not good. Oh, they have a Pride Boro, that's cool. It's so hard not to use Pride Boro, but this game is giving me Sharks and Manatees, so it's like, how do I not use the Manatee and Shark? You can do things when you click on them, but I don't ever want to do the second thing. So it's kind of funny when he gets the fish, but then if you click on him a second time, he gets hit by lightning, which I do not like. Don't like it when my Manatee gets hit by lightning. Rito, please. Okay. I haven't never seen this in this deck before, so something's different. Something's very different. I think this could be more aggressive and more Nautilus focused than Maokai. Like more focused on the challenger part of that, which is interesting. I'm on the play for this round. I'm a little nervous about playing her and just having her get vulnerable, but I think I just need to get her down right now to make sure I have the 8-drop on time. Because like what happened last game was they were able to go off well before we did, so I want to make sure we have the ability to keep pace with them. Oops, that's the alarm. I should probably stop after this one because I gotta run down to the store. And drop some stuff off. But hopefully I'll be back in the near future once I've figured out a streaming schedule. I just have like no idea what I'm doing with the schedule, which is unfortunate and annoying, but like... Okay, that's part of it. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Trundle would be nice. We can try to get Trundle and play him next turn. I guess I could have tried to fish for Trundle this round. Okay. Sure. I have won games against this deck where Maokai obliterated my deck except for 5 champions, and I just won anyways. Sure. It's looking like I don't want to play Entreat because might just be counting on them obliterating my deck. Which is strange. Okay, that one's... Ooh, nice. They're 2 kill spells. They could have 1 more vengeance. And then I can block that and block that. Okay. We'll fire off an avalanche. Kind of helping their Maokai game plan, but at the same time, I don't think I care. Like, that seems okay. It just means... Okay. Yes. Yes. Is this a sea monster? It is a sea monster. Oh god. Another entreat instead of a champion is annoying. If they just pass here, I probably have to entreat, just because I'm running out of hand space. Sure, I guess instead of entreating, we'll just do... No, glimpse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Great. Getting close to a full hand, which is not good. Sure, we'll just try to entreat. That actually might help us buy time against Maokai. If he's not in play, he can't obliterate everything. Okay. Well, now I'm glad I have the second Lysandra. Don't think I have to worry about them just killing me. Oh no, the sun's in my eyes and everything. Trundle? There we go. Nautilus, okay. Not the sun, yeah. Okay, sure. Almost ulted. Screams and Vampire, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. So I've got to win. I think I've just got 4, yeah, I've got 3 cards left, so my next turn on the attack button is the last turn. Wait, how is that? How is that in the deck? It's weird. Okay, Ice Shard. Do I have the 3 systems? Oh, am I just dead? I think I'm just dead here, actually. I just did not have the stuff I needed. That is a bummer. Well, I'm gonna get going. I'll figure out the stream schedule stuff and post an update soon. And hopefully I will be back sooner rather than later. Thanks everybody for tuning in.